Welcome back. Yes, that's true. This is your favorite show that you like to tune into every single other week that we show you this show. This is Turn the Page. I am your host, Tony Stevens, and to my right is the adorable, reverse that, sexy, Beardy McBearson, John McClay, art extraordinaire. He is here to give us advice on things that should be a little bit more artsy-fartsy. This is the Cannes Film Festival to my right. And to my left is the adorable sidekick, the penguin himself, Ronnie Shanks. He's the guy you go see a movie with at a drive-in. Drive-in, Cannes Film Festival. Movie you want to see? Movie that should be a little bit overrated. It's okay, though. We like it that way. We like it a little French sometimes. And tuning in now, we're going to give you some news. We're going to talk about things that you may have heard, may not have heard, things that maybe came up this week, things that are rumored, leaked, and or confirmed. One of those things would be himself, an actor that's going to be apprising the role of the Penguin Cobblepot himself. Ronnie.
Well, it's not Jonah Hill.
Oh, you don't have to eat those Twinkies, Jonah.
It's going to be Colin Farrell. He's gone from,
you're definitely going to have to eat the Twinkies, Colin.
He's gone from Bullseye to now the Penguin, which is kind of interesting.
Are we going to put like a fat suit on him?
I don't know what piece.
I want my penguin fat.
He could be a skinny penguin.
I don't like the skinny penguin.
As long as he doesn't look like the emo penguin from Gotham, we're fine.
Maybe he's going to gain a lot of weight.
Maybe he will. He is like a, what do you call it, a method actor?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's pretty much into that, right?
I don't know. I made a little like mock-up of what he might look like.
What does it look like?
It looks like the penguin with the Colin Farrell's face on it.
We're going to show you that post-edit. Now, also on top of that, I heard that they've actually picked Alfred.
They did. It is Gollum himself, Andy Serkis.
That's an interesting choice.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's that guy with the gun hand in the Black Panther, right?
Yeah, he also played Ulysses S. Claw.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The only good villain in the Black Panther movie. Yeah, I like that.
And pretty much any like well-renowned CGI character. Yeah. From like Gollum to Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
Mm-hmm. So really, he just has a very good speech ability.
No, I mean he can act on screen.
I mean he's obviously done that, but his speech ability is going to really carry him through the role of Alfred.
Oh, absolutely.
So he might not sound like dirty English; he might sound proper English.
That's actually going to be interesting.
Yeah, I feel like that you're going to see Andy Serkis in a way you've never seen him before. You know.
This will be
old and decrepit.
Yeah. No, well, now also, you know, they've done a lot of work in the past few years in the literature to make Alfred a little bit more of a tough guy.
Oh yeah.
That I actually do enjoy because I remember the old animated series where Alfred had the rifle that one time.
Well, now, correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't they making a TV show about just Alfred Pennyworth?
Mm-hmm. It's called Pennyworth.
Yeah, it's out, I think.
Is it? Oh.
I don't
I still
know.
have to watch Batwoman far before I devote that much time to Alfred Pennyworth.
I don't know if I'm going to watch Pennyworth after Gotham.
Now, is that a Fox show?
That's Gotham.
Well, I mean, what's Pennyworth?
It would have to be WB.
No, it's not.
Fox
It's not CW. It's. I think it's FX. I'm not sure.
FX is for the movies.
Haha.
So, all right. So we've got a penguin, we've got a Riddler, we've got an Alfred, we've got a Batman, and we've got a Catwoman. How many? Oh, I heard they also got a Two-Face.
All right.
You know what I like about high school girls? I keep getting older and they stay the same age. All right. Matthew McConaughey himself.
I think it's a good choice for Two-Face.
I think he can pull it off. And he's got a little bit of that looniness to him now in his older years.
No, he's a good actor.
No, he's a good actor, but he's also a little crazy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so I mean, I like that about
Well,
him.
he has that kind of wink in his eye, that crazy light behind his eyes.
Like, I may have dropped too many drugs down my
Yeah.
throat.
Yeah, so I think he can pull it off.
I think he can too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that they'll actually put him as Two-Face, or do you think that he's just going to Harvey Dent it?
Maybe I feel like he's just going to Harvey Dent it because you already have Catwoman, you got Harvey Dent, you got Penguin. It's getting a little crowded. So
Well,
It's very crowded.
Well, the thing is like, what if this is Batman who's already in his prime?
I don't think that's the case. I think this is like year one
Yeah.
mixed with Halloween, the long Halloween.
oh, are they going to do the thing where he goes up against like just a gauntlet of villains?
I think that maybe the Penguin himself won't actually be a villain in the movie, but a framework. So this is the Penguin. This is Oswald Cobblepot. He is a mob boss here. He will apprise a role more akin to Carmine Falcone rather than a singular bat villain
Yeah, yeah.
like he would be in any other traditional sense. He's going to be a framework for the sense of the city that you'll get. He's there because he has a role. And then, of course, Two-Face and Penguin constantly go head-to-head as rival crime bosses.
That's why I'm thinking maybe he will be Two-Face in this one.
Possibly.
So when is this supposed to come out?
2021.
Oh, so we got a ways.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got a while.
Yeah, you go ahead and take a nap.
Yeah, I think
You
I
wake
might.
up with a good beard, call you Van Winkle, you
Yeah.
might be able to get in line for that movie.
Yeah, I just got up from a long.
People were getting all about it way in advance.
So what other kind of news?
They really did a good job, actually, in selecting the Batman
yeah, I think they
because
made
of
good
how
choice.
non-traditional it was,
Yeah,
because of how controversial it was, because of how much comic book fans will say, "I hate Twilight."
See, I don't think they did that on purpose, though.
I think they did do it on purpose.
Well, I think they
It
did.
draws in attention. He disagrees with me.
I disagree.
He is
Respectfully
a nice
disagree.
guy. I'm usually right, and he usually agrees with me. This is how this panel works. You see the flow? It's good to go. All right, so now what else do we have in the news, though? There's got to be other stuff. I thought there was some sort of a movie, a video game coming out. Number 4.
Oh yeah, Diablo 4 is coming out.
High-end graphics. Good play. It's about the Diablo series, which I've obviously played all of them, but had I not, explain it to me.
It's Diablo 4.
No. That's in depth.
It's like Diablo 3. Well, this is the fourth one.
It's like that, but different.
It's like that.
It's like that, but extended
Yeah,
into
more
the
of
future.
that.
Unless
Actually-
it's a prequel. Is it a prequel?
Not that I'm
Is it
aware
a
of.
sequel? How's Mortal Kombat 11 going for you?
Mortal Kombat 11's going well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Spawn's coming out in March. Joker in January.
Oh, it's-
Choker
are
or
these-
Joker? Is there a new character that's loosely based on the Joker?
No,
called
it's
the
the
Joker. He's
Joker.
in the S&M. He's just like,
No, it's the Joker.
Oh, okay. Is Mark Hamill going to voice it?
No, I think it's the guy that's been voicing him for a bit.
DiMaggio or...
Not DiMaggio, the other fella. He voiced him in the Arkham Origins game.
Well, there you go. The one game.
They can't
Not the
afford
rest of
Hamill,
them. They can't
basically.
afford the
Yeah.
rest.
And Injustice.
I do have some Star Wars rumors. If anybody
Uh-oh.
is
Yes.
interested.
What's
What'd you
up
hear
with
this?
Star Trek?
It's Star Wars.
New phasers?
I don't think so. No. This is a rumor that I've heard that has been substantiated by very reputable sources. So this might be huge spoilers. If you don't want to know, skip ahead past this.
Earmuff it.
But like a couple of reveals about like the ending, as well as the parentage of
David Tennant shows up and reverses all history.
That would be cool, but that's not the rumor.
Oh, okay.
So like the first thing deals with Rey's parentage.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of
It's Luke,
ideas.
It's Luke with the assassin.
Lots
chick
of
from the books.
ideas about where she came from
She's
a
a
clone.
Skywalker.
That's my idea that she was a clone.
She's a
Apparently
Skywalker.
that's not true. Skywalker. Now I'll get back to that. That's a yes and no.
Uh-oh.
So I'll
That
get
sounds
back
like
to
a
it.
maybe.
It's not a maybe. It's a yes and no. It depends on your point of view. So, like, Rey's parentage. Turns out, according to the source, she's a Palpatine.
Son
Yeah.
of a huh?
Yes, she is the daughter or granddaughter of Emperor Palpatine. That's a big reveal.
He procreated?
With people?
That's all the information I have. There's
Be
also
of the
a reveal
dark
about
side.
Ben Solo does turn back to the light, confronts Palpatine with Rey. Palpatine whips their ass. We might have to bleep that.
No, I'll allow it.
He sacrifices himself to give Rey a chance. Gets thrown down a pit. Never heard from again. That's
Ben.
That's it. He's done. At the end of the movie, and this is getting back to what you were saying, Skywalker, not
Like Palpatine's child hooked up
That-
with
it would be
Luke
cool.
Skywalker.
but no, that would be kind of neat idea. But no, apparently, she just takes on the name.
Oh,
When someone asks her who she is, she says Rey Skywalker.
that's a little bit less.
Yeah, that's it's
That's
gonna be
less
interesting.
Romeo and Juliet, more like.
It'll be interesting
Lame
to see how
adoption.
people take that.
I actually like that a lot.
What if Force Ghost Luke shows up and he's like, "I didn't give you permission to do that."
Well, it could just be the idea of Skywalker is something you can aspire to be, and we can all be Skywalkers or something like that.
It's not like Luke calls himself Luke Kenobi.
Yeah, he should have
Really?
maybe. I don't
No,
know.
I don't think
But
so.
these are,
Your last name's Skywalker.
These are pretty reputable, like, rumors. So, like, am I?
Were
ruining
you
it?
hanging out with George Lucas again?
I'm not supposed to say anything.
Dude, every weekend he's going out to Skywalker Ranch and he never invites us, not
But
once.
yeah, like, so if this ruins it
Not
for you,
once.
you can't blame me. I gave you fair warning.
There was fair warning, but you still should have tuned into the show. You should have liked. You should have subscribed. You should have shared with your grandmother. Because that's what I tell you to do every time. I don't know if you're doing it, but you should do it. You should click the button with the thumb. It looks like this. That's the like button. I know you know how to use it. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. It's all over the place. Like. We love you. You like us. Now, anything coming out about action figures? People in our age range love these things. Don't call them dolls. They are not for play. They are for posing.
Calling them a doll is a quick way to get a judo chop. Fact.
Judo chop! So anything coming out new?
Coming out new, there's a lot coming out new.
Anything from old creators of comic books that we love? McFarlane-esque?
Ooh, McFarlane, does he have new stuff?
He hasn't shown yet, but there's supposed to be some DC toys coming out next year. I think, hopefully.
McFarlane DC toys?
McFarlane
Oh,
has
really?
the-
I
yeah, he has
thought
the
I was
title.
joking.
No, he has the title now.
Oh.
He has the ownership. Jim Lee called him up. He
Wow.
said, "Hey,
Really?
I got a job working for DC. You want to work for DC?" And he was like, "Hey, I make good toys. Can you give me better quality plastic?" And he was like, "Yeah, we can do that."
So we're going to get the McFarlane version of Batman and the Hulk back and maybe Spider-Man. All those, like, stylized like McFarlane.
Right, but just DC.
Oh, that's right. DC. So just Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he
So
needs to make
pretty
one.
much just a huge Batman wave.
And we might get the Batman vs. Spawn 2-pack that I've been wanting forever.
Oh, there you go.
They need to bring
With a
Spawn
pack-in
back.
comic book.
That would be cool.
Remember
if
when they
still
used to do that?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Marvel Legends did that back when they were. Who was that? That one about
Toy
that?
Biz.
Toy Biz.
Toy
oh,
Biz
yeah.
that turned into Marvel toys
Yeah.
when Marvel bought them, and then they just kind of went downhill
And
really
sold
fast.
out to Hasbro.
Like, I got both of those issues back with the crossover, Batman, Spawn. There was the Image one and then the DC one. Both were pretty decent. I think one was Frank Miller, McFarlane,
Mhm.
and I can't remember who drew and wrote the other one, but I enjoyed it too. It'd be awesome if you could get that packed in, you know.
I do like I like the old fashioned idea of the comic books packed in there back when Toy Biz
Or maybe
had it.
like a
There were
mini
stands, there were comic books like an ash can comic.
What if you had, like, say, like, you know, like
At least a poster book.
reissues of, like, you know, classic comics, right? But they were like half size.
Oh yeah, with the superpowers and
I
Secret
think that would be
Wars.
really
Yeah.
cool.
The
Like,
National
they're-
Ash
they're
Can comic.
Page for
Remember the
page,
trade
the
cards?
same book, but
Fleers!
Yeah,
when they used
I
to have
remember
the Fleer
those.
cards.
It came with all
great.
the action figures.
Yeah, it
Golly, that was so good.
was good times.
You know, additional stuff like back when they had the DC superheroes line. I got the Superman. It came with a kryptonite ring.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I could wear as a child.
And
If I
it
still
would-
had it, I might still wear it.
and there was a magnet in the Superman where if you put it near him, he'd fall over.
Oh, because of kryptonite.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know. A bully in my apartment complex killed my Superman long before I could test that out.
What's his name, Lex?
He's inconsequential. That's how much I don't like him. He can't even be my supervillain. But, yeah.
There is some. Speaking of old times, remember like play sets and stuff like that? They're awesome.
We got some.
Wait,
Harlem
you
play
mean
sets.
like back when they had the old X-Men figures and they actually came out with like a Blackbird or a Danger Room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Or like He-Man and Castle Grayskull,
Yeah, the
the
classic.
Thundercats that were like this tiny, but they had a freaking cat's lair.
that's what I'm getting to.
Uh-oh.
So Super 7 just released test shots of Snake Mountain.
Oh, He-Man. Is it like the scale with
It's
the?
it's
He-Man?
1/12 scale with the 6-inch figures,
Oh wow. That's
Dang.
huge.
and yeah, it's really
That's like most of
huge.
your living room. Your wife must really love you to let you have that.
But it's also, I think, close to $600 to $800.
Oh, that's cheap for what you're getting.
God.
It's cheap.
Yeah,
That's like when Marvel Legends
No.
is like, yeah, we gave
and
you
that
a
was
Sentinel,
my wife
now here's
saying no in the
Galactus.
background.
It's the size of your child.
Yeah, I love that. Gets pieces of Galactus with each purchase.
Go ahead
Yeah,
and use that
but you have to collect
for the
like
project for
80
school.
figures to put it all
Science
together.
fair.
It's literally like
How you do
paneled
it.
together. It's Legos.
Is it-
Skeletor needs his throne, baby.
No.
We'll
It
get
will
you
be
some
mine.
foam, and we'll get a hot iron, and we'll carve you a Snake Mountain.
We'll draw him a picture when he's in like a full body cast. Here's Snake Mountain. He-Man loves that. Well, I don't know why I called him He-Man. He's obviously Skeletor. All right.
Oh, is that all the news?
I think it might be. I don't know. There was other stuff that happened in like the real world. Like
Yeah, we
there
get
was
the
a
political-
terrorist
some
that was
political
shot.
news. Did that happen?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
He was shot.
Okay. All right, and that was our real world news.
Real world news all over with. There was an earthquake in the Philippines.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, there always is though, so they
Oh,
don't really
okay.
tell you. So, constantly having earthquakes. It,
It rained today.
it rained today. In other news, that's about it. Yeah,
That's
I don't-
all the
I don't,
news.
I don't turn on the TV
all
for that
the
sort of
news.
stuff. It's totally a bummer, man. I don't know. Have you ever really?
I
I
don't-
mean, I think the guys like us that get into colorful characters and reading comic books, we're not trying to really delve into the real world.
No, I don't.
We can deal with it.
I read the news a lot.
I used to watch it a lot.
I don't watch it.
But then it's
read it.
like it's consequential. Which news you choose?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you can watch one news channel that's telling you the world's falling apart,
Yep.
depending on who the president is. You watch the other channel, they tell you that the world's being saved because of who the president is. It's all perspectives.
And then you use like your mind to sift out the truth.
Or you use your mind, don't watch that crap.
Yeah.
And then you find out how little who the president is really affects your life. Like, guy that's in now hadn't affected me one iota. Guy that was in before him didn't affect me. Well, I actually worked for the government at the time, so he affected me a little bit more. But had I not worked for the government, wouldn't have affected me one iota.
I know that it might not affect you, but I think there are people that are affected directly by some.
I think if they choose to be affected, I think that reality in and of itself, in a perspective, is your mindset. I choose to allow this to affect me.
Maybe.
Or you get the heck over it, you put your man britches on, and you go out, you get a job, you get to work.
I mean, the only thing I could think of, like off my hand, would be like
Off your hand?
Yeah, off of it, right here.
Beak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
man.
would have affected people based on like decision, like say, like a president would make, or work
War.
towards. Well, yeah, war. I was thinking more like healthcare.
Yeah, they're never going to solve that.
Well, I mean,
Because, okay, this is what happens.
I'm thinking about the past.
Let's just say, like, okay, let's say that this billionaire playboy philanthropist became the president all of a sudden.
I would vote for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
He
everybody
has
would
his
vote for
name, like, scrawled across a tower in New York, and he's rich and constantly in the news for, like, saying the wrong thing. So let's just say that this guy became the president.
Mhm.
And then...
Let's call him Tony.
Let's call him Tony. Let's call him Tony. Let's say Tony is president in the future. 2024, vote for me. And then let's say that this is the Senate.
I thought you were going to say that's your cabinet.
No, this is the Senate.
Gotcha.
that. I
That's
should have
fair.
brought Palpatine.
So-
he is the Senate.
Yeah.
He says, let's do this. And then they all say, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
4 years later, after he's voted in again, they say, maybe. These people are the ones that we should actually be concerning ourselves with
Oh, yeah.
on who's voted
Seems
in,
very
who's sitting there
important.
for forever, who's wearing adult-sized Depends,
Yeah.
who's there that shouldn't be there. Like, have you ever turned on C-SPAN and thought to yourself, that's a big empty room. There's 5 people in there talking. Where are the rest of them that are getting paid to do jobs? Nowhere. And that's what these comic book thinks about you, Senate. You're lazy. You're lazy, and all you do when you show up on TV is say that us, young people, are lazy. You're not doing anything. What? How long do you think it took me to drive here to get this camera setup done? We're doing more than you can on C-SPAN. So, vote for us, 2024. That's going to be the leading bill.
Can I be your running mate?
Oh, yeah.
I'll be your check and balance.
You're my life mate. He's my running mate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. First Lady, President, Vice President. Of course, Daniel Stevens will be your Secretary of State. And Casey Shanks, we'll keep her around just so she can kick some butt. You know, she's there as she plays the part. Have you seen those president movies with Morgan Freeman and
Yeah.
Gerard Butler? She's Gerard Butler. She's just there to shoot people in the face that get too close to me. Thank you, Casey. That's what she's there for. So you can't see her. She's bright pink. She's off camera, but she kind of looks like a troll from like the Trolls movie if it was covered in pink glitter. Like, it's that awesome. It's a unicorn fart. You would love it if you could see it. So
And that's our news section.
that's our news section. Now, before we move forward, though, I would like to tell you that you should tune in. Stay tuned for a quick word from our sponsors. Hey there! Does your life suck? Does your boss always tell you what to do? Does your wife tell you to sell all your toys? Well, maybe that happens to us too. But there's a place that you can go every Saturday night where you can find great stories about slimy-fingered trolls and gnomes with magical powers, dragons trying to take over the world, and weird-shaped dice. You don't know what to call them? Dodecahedrons? Maybe? I don't know, but there's numbers on every single side, and if you roll a nat 20, you might win the game. That's right, we're talking about Saturday Night Gaming. If you tune in on Podbean, on iTunes, on Google stuff. Look us up, Saturday Night Gaming. It's a podcast. It's great to listen to. Download it, play it in your phone, on your car. You got a long road trip coming up? Saturday Night Gaming. You got to drive to work where your boss constantly annoys you? Saturday Night Gaming. If you ever just think, I don't know how to get to sleep tonight? Saturday Night Gaming. Tune in for Saturday Night Gaming. Check out all of our excellent podcasts. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share with your grandmother. Right, guys?
Right, SN Gaming 2017.
McClay agrees.
I can't share with my grandmother.
That's sad. Let's make sure that part gets in there. So, in further topics, I want to talk about something big that's coming up. All right? And that's Disney Plus. That's a big deal.
That's coming
Yes,
up soon,
it is.
too.
That's real soon. I'm about
Yeah.
to give them all my money.
Next week,
All my
I believe.
$7, is it? How much?
No, it's like maybe 11, but I'm taking
What?
that from Netflix and Hulu, and I'm just throwing it at Disney. Sorry, DCEU. Oh, it's all going to Disney.
Hmm.
They're a monopoly just because they're doing it right.
Is it really like 11?
I think it's like $11
like
It's
12.
for a bundle package.
So is there like different options?
Yeah, I think they're
Yeah, there's like a bundle package with
Hulu's involved in
Hulu, Disney Plus, and
That's what you're talking about. Yeah, that is like $11, and that's
that.
a
Yeah,
good deal.
but I'm going to do that because I already paid for Hulu.
Yeah. See, I don't pay for Hulu.
I'm not going to pay for Netflix anymore.
I like Netflix.
Nobody's going to Netflix and chill anymore. We're going to Disney Plus and stuff.
I Netflix and chill, but I'm just chilling by myself.
That's a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Make that. Sorry, Scott. Anywho, but yeah, that's coming up. That's a big deal. One of the big premiere shows that they're going to have on it is the Winter Soldier and the Falcon.
Oh,
The two Captain America.
that's gonna be awesome. I'm more interested in the
Sidekicks.
Wanda because it's more mysterious.
WandaVision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
WandaVision looks great. It looks
WandaVision
like
looks
I
great.
Dream of Jeannie mixed with Bewitched.
I had
Kind of.
no idea, and that excites
A
me.
little bit of a horror movie,
Yeah.
maybe. Like
I
it
had no idea.
seems. Yeah.
I also want to see, and I know they haven't announced this, a Ghost Rider, like a real deal, just standalone Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider was announced for Hulu, but it has also been canceled.
Because
Yeah. If you
It's
announce and
coming
then
on to,
cancel it, that's.
it's coming on to the Disney Plus. That's why.
And supposedly Jeff Loeb is stepping away from the TV division because, well, I mean, if you think about it,
When's the last time Jeff Loeb did anything for you? I know the name and I know all the good stuff. I'm just saying, like, the last time he actually did something for you.
Superman, Batman.
The comic.
Yes, the comic.
Like the first 13 issues with.
Yeah, with Ed McGuinness illustrating.
Right. So when they introduced the new Kara Kent, the superhero of the new age. That was good.
I highly enjoyed that stuff. I mean, I loved Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when it first came on.
Okay.
See, I didn't really like
Netflix Daredevil.
I'm just saying he's the kind
Yeah,
of guy that
Punisher.
writes you something that can go by and you can watch it. You might not be like smacked in the face by it, but you watch it and it's good. It's just a satisfying thrill.
So, like, I've heard that Marvel wants the guy who played Daredevil to come back and reprise. his
Charlie
role.
Cox.
Yeah.
think
I
they
hope
did a
so.
good job.
I hope
Yeah.
they
They
get
all
everybody
did a good
back.
job. All the Netflix stuff did a good job. If it just didn't
That
have
was
to
Jeff
be on
Loeb.
Netflix. I know. That's what I'm saying.
So
They
is
didn't
this gonna
smack
be-
you in the face. It's just like it's good.
Is this potential for like?
I might
future-
not watch the second season.
like Disney Plus stuff.
Unless it was Daredevil because he got the red suit, and then they took him out of it, and I might not watch the third season. But I did.
Third season was fantastic.
It was still good.
I haven't
I
seen.
Vincent
didn't watch the second
D'Onofrio.
season of. I didn't watch the second season of Punisher yet.
There isn't
okay.
one. There isn't one, is there?
Yeah, there
It
is. It's,
Wait,
it's
there's
okay.
2 seasons of Punisher already.
Yeah, it's okay.
You know,
I
I've
don't
only
like how they
seen,
did Jigsaw.
I've only seen the first season of Daredevil and Jessica Jones.
My name's
and that's
Jigsaw because of my
The
mind,
second
not
season
my
of
face.
Daredevil was pretty legit.
That's all I'll
it.
say
And there's a
about
third
that.
too, right?
Because we're
So
supposed to keep
it was
things
like
positive.
first season was all Kingpin,
Yeah.
right? Ends with him putting on the suit and fighting Kingpin, doing a really cool. That was a really cool season, right? And then the second season was
Had Punisher, Elektra in the hand.
the Punisher, right? The Punisher was the big deal there. The third season had a Bullseye that
Yeah.
really, really
took
it to the next
He
level.
was awesome.
He did a great job. But I mean, like as far as writing is concerned, I mean the book was already written. So if we're giving Jeff Loeb props for that, shouldn't we just
He was a
really?
producer.
Oh, so I mean it's not.
He was like
wrote
the
it.
he's like the Kevin
Feige.
Feige of the
TV.
television division.
That's just giving people money, and really all he did was give people money to re-edit Frank Miller's work. You know, so really we should be shaking Frank Miller's hand, I think, in this moment.
Well, I was going to say is that
It's really a win for
Kevin
Frank.
Feige is taking over all the TV type of stuff due to Disney Plus.
Yeah, he's taking over everything.
So,
And comic books too. He's also in charge of like a creative development for comics, I believe. Like so, the direction that the
Is that why
comics are
Jonathan
going.
Hickman now writes every single book in Marvel?
he does.
Pretty much.
Is he the one who does that?
He did the
Huh.
Avengers series. The Avengers Time Runs Out from like after they did the all new, all different Marvel. He did the Avengers Time Runs Out where God Doom happens.
So lost
The
on all that
Secret
stuff
Wars.
because every time I blink, there's like an all new, all different Marvel or a rebirth. Same thing with DC too.
DC soft reboots, Marvel hard boots, man. I mean,
it's just
they've done some stuff, but Jonathan Hickman did this stuff with the Avengers where it all led up to the Secret Wars, where everything ended.
which Secret Wars?
The new Secret Wars, not the one that happened in 1984 before Jonathan Hickman was writing comic books.
Okay, well I just didn't know if he was linking it back to that.
No.
Okay.
Wait, is
Well, yeah.
is it
No.
Because I haven't read it.
There are Beyonders.
There are beyond.
There are
That's my
beyond-
question.
There are Beyonders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Durs.
Do, yeah. Read it.
Wait.
It's only 4 books long.
So this is kind of just
So,
like
like,
a,
in comic book world, it's like the size of Moby Dick.
is this just like a rehash in a way? Because in the first one, Doom gets
well,
Beyonder power too.
yeah, that's the Secret Wars, right?
Yeah, it's the first one.
Okay, so that's not the first one. The first one, 1984. Well, yeah.
Yeah, they're all Doom gets power. in all
Okay,
of
you
them.
just have to freaking read it to understand it. Really, you have to read everything that comes before it, everything. The way that Jonathan Hickman writes, it's like if you don't know what happened a panel before, you're going to be lost. But he does an excellent job of utilizing every single character and every single panel to its fullest.
Cool.
So that's a bravo for him. He's also the one that's done the House of X, the Powers of X.
Yeah.
That's him. He did a lot of the Fantastic Four stuff.
I remember that.
Yeah.
So
Jonathan
every
Hickman does-
major Marvel event.
One of my,
of recent
He's done
history.
some good work that leads you to believe he can change a character and the whole scene work on you, and you accept it as the way it should have been.
So it's good.
Or he'll just kill people, and you're like, whoa, what did you just do? Thor's dead?
He should have always been dead.
Yeah.
One of my closest friends, Kashif, he's been trying to get me to read the Hickman run for a while, the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I actually I like it a lot. It's a lot of focalizes on Reed. Reed Richard. He becomes. There's like 50 Reeds at one point, all wielding an Infinity Gauntlet.
What?
Oh yeah, dude, it's amazing. He can just do it willy nilly. He's like, oh, give me that. Yeah, and he snaps. It doesn't matter. Hulk gets all weenie armed about it. Iron Man dies. Reed's like, I'll do it for fun. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. He just Sue's like, we can try it. Okay.
Which people are still trying to lobby for John Krasinski and Emily Blunt playing.
Very strongly. I would be
Yes.
completely behind. Yeah. I agree. Tony agrees, and if your future president agrees, you should just go ahead and go for it. So
I would love to see John Krasinski as Reed, personally.
I would too.
And Emily Blunt as Sue.
And wait until we get to watch that on the big screen in the Oval Office.
Oh man, that's gonna be great.
It's going to be super awesome. I hope you're ready to move to Washington.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you like the Metro, right?
Yeah.
It seems kind of
It's
artsy.
fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll make you the Secretary of Art.
Okay. Is there a secretary of art?
No,
There
not
will
yet.
be.
There will be.
Okay.
It'll be you. You're the first.
Art education.
Art education will be predominant in our administration. Our cabinet will all be about. We'll make kids read comic books in school. I think it's a good idea because you know what kids learn from mythology, comic books, stories, science fiction? They learn stronger attributes to themselves. They get to see things they don't necessarily have to do, but they learn about the deeper institutions of the personality of man.
Sounds good.
I'll agree with me. All right, so, but beyond that, there is a What If series that they're actually going to be putting onto Disney Plus. Now that's animated.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Do you know who's doing the animation?
I have no clue.
Wait, it's probably Disney. Never mind.
I think it would be Disney.
Yeah.
So probably a sweatshop.
Or it could be because they have close ties with like Studio Ghibli and some anime.
I love Ghibli.
Yeah.
Ghibli does good stuff.
So it could. I mean, do we know the style of animation?
We don't know.
I think it'll
information
probably
yet.
be like Matrix Revolutions, where it's like a different.
A different like
Yeah.
animation house. That would be awesome. That
That
would be
would-
ideal.
Each
That would be
episode
great.
would be kind of
So,
different.
yeah,
in
you can like
framework.
style the animation based on the story and characters.
That would be amazing if they did that.
Yeah,
They do anything with Iron Man, it should look like Gundam.
that'd be cool.
No,
No.
no,
What about Macross?
that's just Gundam.
What about Robotech?
That is also Macross.
Yeah, I know.
No, I don't know how I would want it actually done. I would just want them to surprise me, but I would definitely want it like techno
Yeah.
artsy, cool, kind of like a Ghost in the Shell kind of appeal to it.
Yeah.
That would be cool for
You
Iron
could do
Man.
that.
But whereas like for Captain America,
So,
World War II kind of stuff, I would want it to look like a old era serial.
Should look like a
I
Max
like that.
Fleischer type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be really cool.
Exactly.
And probably not going to do that because it's.
I would really hope they did do
Have you seen the Max Fleischer stuff? It's like so
Oh, it's
It's a
beautiful.
beautiful
well
work.
animated. Yeah.
It's beautiful work.
The Max Fleischer Superman stuff.
That
still
Superman
hands down
is
one of
the
my-
Superman.
Like they don't
One of
just
my
they don't
favorites.
animate like that anymore.
They don't.
Not even at Disney.
I think because at the time they had to prove that it could work.
It was like
Now they know what they can get by with. They know what they can't get by with. They know what they can get by with. So we can give you Reboot.
no.
It's great. No, it was great at the time. Think about it. It was great at the time. Canada did a good job. And then, or we could give you Beast Wars. We could give you these TV shows, like when they first started trying to prove the computer could
Oh, the
animate things.
Predacons.
You know, it was good. Now,
Have you seen the?
where we're at, we can
Yeah.
put freaking actors' faces on giant creatures like the Hulk, Thanos.
Yeah.
Like that's where. But think about where that started. That started back in the day with, with block animation.
They have
Virtual Fighter evolved into Thanos.
yeah, a lot of anime now is using like computer technology, specifically 3D, like
Kajimaru.
models to actually animate and have it look like 2D animation, traditional animation.
What you know, but what? Maybe someday I will, but right at this moment, I don't like when they have regular animation.
Yeah.
Like I can tell this was drawn for me, and then all of a sudden a car drives past. It's like a computer did that.
Well, no, this would. You
I
can't
don't
tell.
like that. It's too.
Like there was this one that
Don't
comes
put
to
your
mind.
twos in with my threes.
This is DC, like it's Batman, and I think he's like in feudal Japan or something.
Ninja Batman. Batman.
Nin-
Yeah,
Batman.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're all 3D.
I have not watched that one yet
Yeah,
because
but
I
it
didn't
looks-
like the trailer.
It looks amazing,
Uh,
but the way they
it
move.
felt weird to
It's-
me. It's too fluid.
Hilarious.
It should
Have
be
you seen
smoother, not so fluid.
It's I watched it. It reminds me of what if a kid was sitting there playing with action figures, and it just kept getting crazier and crazier and crazier.
So Ninja Turtles Part 3.
But would you agree
No.
with me, Ronnie,
Ninja Turtles in Time.
on the 3D-ness of that?
it's better than that.
Like how 3D
That's
is it?
crazy.
Like how did you perceive it?
How did I perceive it? Yeah, I think I remembered it being 3D.
Yeah, because it fascinates me, like trying to like convince someone that it's hand drawn, but it's actually being generated by a computer.
I think it's too smooth, not fluid enough.
Well, see, that was always the thing that like I always saw.
It's like it moves too quickly and too smooth. There's too many frames or something. There should be a
Kinda.
little bit more
Choppy.
me in it.
well, like so,
My brain putting it together is what makes animation pretty.
yes,
But getting back to like
there's an explanation for all this, but we'll get back to it.
getting back to like the animation stuff, Marvel and everything, like what styles they might use. I don't know if y'all recall this, but Marvel actually did the animation in the 80s for G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Yeah, but I mean that was all outsourced stuff. At this point, with their own studio, what I would be surprised with is if they don't try and go out and dominate another market and take it away from DC, because DC sucks at producing live action movies.
But they
Like
They're
they ultimately drop
getting
more.
better.
No, they drop getting better. I mean,
Aquaman
in
was
1989, they did a good job, and then what do? They start bombing. Like they bomb worse than Hiroshima, man. Like,
Wonder Woman was fantastic.
whoa,
Aquaman
it was.
great.
But then Batman versus Superman happened. So what do you do?
Shazam?
I haven't seen it.
I have it. We need to
But
fix this.
Aquaman.
I do too. I loved Aquaman.
Aquaman was great.
It wasn't a great movie, but it was a great movie. Like, if I was looking at it in a sense of, I want this to measure up to a whole bunch of standards, not great. But if I looked at it and I was like, I hope Aquaman actually gets a good day. This was a great day for Aquaman. It was it had Jason Momoa in it. You could put him in the worst movie in the world, I'll watch it. I mean, I'm not saying like I swing that way, but if I was going to, Jason Momoa would be the guy I would do it for. I mean, that's a beautiful man. Great actor. Tough dude, right? Like, that's the Arnold of the new age.
Yeah, he played Conan.
He did play Conan, and he did a great job of it. Horrible movie, but
It was also
great
that's
because
the
of Jason
example-
Momoa.
That's the example of a horrible movie that you watch.
Think about Game of Thrones, right?
All right, how long do you want me?
How'd
to
you like the last season?
It was not.
How'd you like the first season?
It was all right. The
You know why the
Third
first season?
season,
You know why
third
the first season was better than the last season? Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, that's right. When he died, everything started going downhill.
I think things started to get pretty good when he died.
No, well,
And
it was
when-
the
and then
memory
when-
of him that made
Maybe,
it good.
maybe.
Yeah.
It was the first emotional impact.
No, the first emotional impact's like episode 1. Sean Bean gets knocked off, and it's like, what?
Like,
not-
yeah, that's
the end of
just
season
Sean
one.
Bean.
It's in the season 1.
What? It's Sean Bean, man.
That's just Sean Bean. He dies in everything.
He does.
He does.
die.
He
Yeah,
does
I'll give
die
you
in
that.
everything.
I'll give you that.
If
All
he's
I'm
in the
saying
movie,
is the
if he
only
doesn't
thing that
die,
DC
that's a
does
shot.
well that Marvel doesn't kick their butt at is animated movies.
Oh God, yeah.
See, when it comes to like comic book events, Marvel usually dominates DC. When it comes to live action cinema, Marvel dominates DC. But when it comes to animated movies, DC has dominated Marvel.
But see, I think that
Absolutely.
Marvel
Absolutely.
could come back. You know.
Marvel could easily come back.
Yeah, yeah.
And DC could easily stop doing what they're doing and make a good movie.
Yeah, I feel like DC kind of has gotten tired, and like I'm just not enjoying the latest stuff that's been coming out.
The comics and everything. Yeah.
Well, just the movies, the animated movies specifically.
Well, did you see the Ninja Turtles and the Batman?
I
one?
didn't, but I saw some clips.
It was
and
funny.
it just
Did you watch
seems-
Hush?
It was mostly just funny.
No, but
Hush, I felt like they put that in a weird way.
The last one I saw was
The Hush.
actually pretty good. It was The Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, that
Oh, the
was
two-parter?
So good.
Yeah, yeah.
That's an amazing one. That's a great rendition. But they have had great stuff come out after that too. You should really check out like the Reign of the Superman, Death of
Oh,
Superman.
dude,
Reign of
I
the
yeah,
haven't
those
seen
are
that
good.
one.
It was really good,
Okay, I'll check it
and
out.
everything's kind of like a continuity. Like the way that they can't do it in live action movies, where things make sense from movie to movie, they actually do
They do
that
it
in the
in
animated
animated.
movies.
Mhm.
So you know that somebody's capable of doing it.
Is Bruce Timm?
Bruce Timm is
still-
the big boss.
Is he still doing
Yeah.
all that?
Yeah. So maybe they should just kind of like say promote him.
I haven't watched Blood.
Yeah, he could be the Feige of the DCU.
the new Wonder Woman.
I haven't seen that one yet. Just saw it at the store the other day. Most of
I
these I
own
download
it. I just
digitally.
haven't watched it yet.
Oh well, then we should watch it. I like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, I feel like she gets the job done.
She does.
She has the sex appeal. She has the woman liberation, the equalization, stuff. She's got the
agree.
stuff.
She does have the stuff.
Yeah, I'd buy it for $1. So
Speaking of, I
yeah.
did see. This is just because he keeps saying I'll buy that for $1.
yeah, RoboCop, man.
At Dollar Tree, I saw a Blu-ray of RoboCop, and I laughed so hard.
Like the
Dude,
original?
The original RoboCop on
You
Blu-ray
should
for
have bought
$1.
that. You should
I own
buy
it
that.
already.
For $1, you should buy
you
it.
should have bought it again and just handed it out to somebody.
Well, when I
And then
saw
say,
that,
I bought that for $1.
Yeah.
well, see, it's like everybody in the store was wondering what in the world was going on. They looked at me like I was nuts because
You're
I
like
just
freaking out.
I just started laughing really hard,
I would be scared if I was in public and didn't know Ronnie and I heard him laugh.
and
Yeah.
I'd be like,
I would totally believe that.
Are you laughing
bomb,
like a Skeletor?
Yeah, for real. That's what he laughs like. That's his
Yeah.
real laugh. You lay him down on the ground, you push him in the stomach, and it's like that's the laugh that comes out. And then you're like, oh crap, a bomb's about to go off because here's this maniacal genius that's decided to kill us all.
That was a little Joker in there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Skeletor and Joker had a metachlorian baby.
So did you buy it?
Who raped who?
no,
It was
but
$1. You wouldn't buy that for $1?
You
I
wouldn't
was
buy it for $1?
I was going to go back and buy it, but it was already gone.
It was $1. That's why.
Yeah, somebody got it.
I just thought it was hilarious. It's just I just had to.
RoboCop's
that.
good stuff, though.
Although
Oh, it's
Blu-rays are
fantastic.
played, man. I don't buy disc anymore.
Yeah,
have so many Blu-rays.
I keep it all 4K myself.
Yeah. Just
No,
the
there's
cloud.
nothing I can put 4K on.
Yeah, I mean, you can put 4K on like hard drive.
I can't play it on a TV.
Yeah, you can. Just connect your hard drive to a TV. You're good to go.
Only if the TV can play 4K.
Get a 4K TV.
I haven't done that because that's ridiculous. I'm not going to change every single time they
Yeah.
come out with a new number and letter combination.
4K is the cap. There's no reason to go.
There is no cap.
Do not
They
get
have
an
never
8K.
found a cap.
4K is the cap.
It's a glass ceiling that
That's
will
like
break
no,
it.
that's like the Retina resolution. You can't
Yeah.
discern more than 4K.
They tell me that. They've told me that several times.
I don't
Well,
think
In
that's
my
where-
lifetime, that has happened. So, well, Blu-ray. No.
Well, see, that's
And
what we're
Laserdisc,
stopping at is 4K.
And now there's like 4K,
We're stopping at
and it's
4K.
like, are you kidding me? What else is there?
Well,
and then
like-
they're gonna like remove my eyeballs and throw it at Gal Gadot and be like, "That's Wonder Woman in Ultra K," and it's like, thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
But
So like there are ways of going beyond 4K,
it's ridiculous.
but not in a 2D sense, not in a TV sense.
I've got it. I've got to do
Smell-o-vision
Like,
can come back.
well,
smell-o-vision. Yes.
Smell-o-vision. That's a good one. But you're thinking the right way. Like so, like
I
there's
bet you
temporal
adult
resolution.
entertainment views would go down.
Temporal resolution.
Yeah, temporal resolution.
Is that where like Charles Xavier shows you a movie? He's like, mind bullet, and then you're like, oh, a movie just happened to me.
It's just like so, like like some TVs are 60 hertz, some are 120 hertz.
It's
So-
going to go at such a frequency that it projects into my brain.
No, it's just a higher frame rate.
Oh,
That's all it is.
so that's not as cool as I thought it was going to be.
Isn't that cool? But you don't have to really buy a new TV for that.
Now, if they could really lock down on telepathically giving me movies.
No, I'm thinking like a 4K TV would be the last TV you'd have to really buy.
They've told me that so many times. I remember when my TV was so hard to pick up, it had handles on it. And now I got TVs that are like they're as thin as paper.
Well, now I
and
think
now they're telling me 4K. No, that's the last time we're going to
the
steal
next
your money.
TV is not going to be physical. It's going to be a virtual TV, and you can have as many as you want. And you
Like
just-
the glass TVs that Iron Man has in Iron Man 2.
like the glasses TV. You put your glasses on, and now there's TVs wherever you want. It's whatever resolution.
You know, but
want.
my mother always told me that you shouldn't sit too close to the TV.
Yeah, I mean, you would literally be like centimeters.
We would all be blind
Yeah.
by like the next generation. We would all be
I mean,
like,
just lower the power level and you're fine. Yeah. It's true. See, the way the old TVs worked is electron guns shooting at a phosphorus screen, so maybe that's why. The way they work now
or
is
maybe
just,
the eyes just aren't built to take in that much information. I mean, even
Or
in
range,
real life, we
yeah.
don't even pay that much attention to things.
I don't even think we see
That's
it
another
for
reason.
Like
you
a
in real
frame
life.
rate in an animated movie actually shows us
Remember
more
correctly?
images than
Not
we
sure.
actually pay attention to in
Neil
real life.
deGrasse
I
Tyson,
think
please let us
subconsciously,
know.
though.
What? Neil deGrasse Tyson? Neil deGrasse Tyson, we need your advice on this. Professor Titan, please respond to us. We've been reaching out. We've been fishing. We've been sending you emails.
I think he'd
really,
agree with
we've
me.
just been sending out emails typed to Neil deGrasse Tyson because we don't know your email address. But if you hit us up with your email address, we will totally get back to you, invite you to the show. We have a nice little cozy place that you can come hang out at. We'll fix you coffee.
Yeah, coffee, donuts. Coffee,
Donuts, coffee, intellectual conversations with guys that know all your names. Neil deGrasse Tyson. So, do that, please. Also, if you show up, I'm pretty sure my girlfriend would, she'd lose her nut. Yeah, she'd lose her mind.
She a fan?
She's a huge fan. Huge fan. She goes gaga for deGrasse Tyson.
You know, speaking of Disney Plus and everything,
Oh, yeah, that.
I think the thing that I'm most excited about from that is actually not Marvel related. As you see this fella right here, I am highly anticipating The Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We were talking about Disney Plus.
Isn't that Marvel related, though?
The Mandalorian is
Doesn't-
Disney related.
Doesn't Marvel do comics for Star Wars?
They do,
They do,
but I'm
yeah.
just saying, just not,
Oh, you mean like not tights related?
not tights related.
Oh, some more saber related.
Yeah, saber related.
Oh.
See, I don't think we're going to see any sabers in Mandalorian.
We may or may not. I'm not
It would
sure.
totally downplay
But-
the
I think
Mandalorian
it would.
himself.
I think that I'm going to go on record as predicting.
If
that
a
we'll see
Jedi
another-
shows up, everybody else sucks in the
Yeah,
scene.
basically.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the Obi-Wan TV series and the next season of
Ooh.
Clone Wars.
So he's getting his own series?
Yep.
Ewan McGregor is coming back.
It's going to be Ewan McGregor?
It is.
Ah, crikey, that's going to be a good show right there.
Yeah. There's like a meme going around about how he's lied to us for all these years. About saying he's not going to do that.
I'm pretty sure, like, if I was ever an actor, I would tell everybody I wasn't going to do the last thing I did all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That was the greatest movie I ever did, Tony. And I'm like, nah, not going to do it again. I'm so good. I'm going to do something else, and you're going to love that. And they're like, hey, remember that time you came back and did that thing you weren't going to do again? And I was like, yeah, they paid me a lot of money to
It's
do
like,
that.
and I
said
knew I was
wouldn't.
going to, too.
Yeah, exactly.
I really hope the first thing we see him, his first 2 words, hello there. I really, really hope that's what we get.
I hope it just
Like in
opens
a
up with a
commercial.
scene where it's like hot and it's blistering and the wind's blowing in his hair and he goes, I have the high ground!
Alright. I think I like his version better.
Yeah.
Just slightly. Just
It's-
barely
that's
beat you up.
calmer. That's calmer. I wanted to like start out at the peak of his emotional.
You know, like a cold opening. I love cold openings.
I like an impassioned opening that then segues into cold, stale.
I like it
daily
when
life.
like you're just.
It's like, I have the high ground, and then they're like,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden he's like, and then my daily life was so boring.
So you almost had me until you went the other way. So like if it just comes from black to Obi-Wan, I have the high ground, and then he does a flip and he's fighting someone. Just starts with action, immediately gets you in, right?
Right?
Uh,
That's
yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
good.
But then after that, it's more like it starts with that, almost like it's a PTSD flashback.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
And
would
then
be
he's
perfect.
at a coffee shop and he's like, I remember when I used to have a friend, he was almost like a son to me
Then he
until I
really-
chopped him up and I burned him alive.
Yeah.
Right?
So what are the shows?
Those are the notes for you, McGregor. Totally
Clone
do that.
Wars season 7. So I'm really looking
And that's
forward
Disney
to.
Plus.
Yes.
They're
Okay.
extending the animated CG.
They're ending
animated
it.
What
too.
about some
We're
of the
finally getting
older,
the proper final season.
What about some of the older like Disney properties, and also they own Fox too? Are any of the Fox properties coming? Like
Like The Simpsons. is
like the
coming.
backlog of
Simpsons
of
coming
property.
over, yeah.
Okay,
Which
What about the
longest
X-Men?
running show of all time?
the X-Men like animated series.
Yeah.
That's all coming.
I believe so.
Like a new X-Men TIS?
Not a new one.
The old ones.
The old one.
Yeah, you get to see that.
Yeah.
But I mean, they
I
have
hear
been
it's one of
lobbying
the
for a new one.
cleanest, like the one of the complaints that people had in the beta test was that the way the format was super clean and easy to understand.
That was a complaint.
That was the complaint. It was so easy. It wasn't crowded with stuff. Which, because they're used to Netflix. 3,000 movies you may not want to watch. You put them all into your wish list or what, your little my watch list, right? And how many of those do you even? You start for maybe 15 minutes, fall asleep.
I just don't have the kind of
So
time
quotes,
to watch all that stuff.
Superman 2. Guilty.
I'm talking about like kind of syphilate Sharknado. How many people just sat around and watched that? Just because I know a guy that bought it. Just because I know a guy that bought it, he went out and said, I'd buy that for more than $1. That doesn't mean that people actually watch it. They're like, it's like the whole T-shirt craze, Netflix and chill. It's like, let's play this erroneous crap that we don't want to see in the background while we procreate and have babies.
I was doing my part to let Tara Reid keep eating.
Hey, that girl does need a sandwich.
Wait, are you the one that bought Sharknado?
I am the reason they have kept.
He's
doing
bought all the
Sharknadoes.
Sharknados and the triple-headed shark attack.
What about like?
Have you ever seen anything from Tromaville?
Yeah.
Which, you know what? Don't laugh about
Very inappropriate.
that. Tromaville is great and produced James Gunn. We wouldn't have James Gunn without
You're
Tromaville.
talking
like
to a
that?
guy that's seen
That was his
Kabuki Man
launching pad.
and
Toxic
all
Avenger
four
or something.
Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Avenger movies.
Yes.
Citizen Toxie.
Yes, Citizen Toxie.
I
Toxic
know what you're
Avenger like
talking about.
1 through 7, right?
And,
I'm a Lloyd
what was
Kaufman
it?
fan.
Romeo and Juliet.
Tromeo and
Yeah.
Juliet, Tromaville High,
Wait, is that
three-headed
Danny
barbarian
Trejo?
babes.
I don't remember that.
That is Machete.
That is, yeah, that's Danny Trejo.
Hey, look, it's the fake Van
Oh
Damme.
no, that is.
That's got Danny Trejo in it.
That's the true Mexican superhero, man. That's Danny Trejo.
Was that like a
Yeah.
Cerebus?
No,
shark?
Rob
It
Van Dam.
is.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, Rob Van Dam. Who the hell is
Oh
that?
yeah, Rob.
He was a wrestler.
Uh,
That's why I said the fake Van Dam.
Oh, this is the uncensored.
I thought you were talking about Danny Trejo. It's like don't dare ever
Can I
down.
want to hold it.
Dude,
I love
yeah, you can
Preacher.
hold it too. Seriously,
More
seriously.
He's in Flash.
This is the thing. Like, if Danny Trejo and Neil deGrasse Tyson showed up, I would easily
would
kick
be
you two out
The
of the
best
show.
show ever.
I would. Yes,
I would kick
that'd
you
be
off
amazing.
for Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I would kick him off for Danny Trejo.
I love this.
I would gladly send
I
an
love this
audience for
art
that, and then
right
pop
here.
in.
I love these sharks.
Oh, you should see
That's
the
an
movie.
actual
It's
shark.
It's art.
They're
You want to
big.
call
They
it art?
actually
That's real
sewed
art.
3 sharks together for that movie.
Yeah, Danny believes
Looks
in
like
some
it.
weird things.
Three-headed shark attack.
Since we were children, I've been trying to convince him that things weren't real, but he says they're on TV. They must be.
What? Well, thank you for giving me
They
this.
couldn't put it on TV
No,
if it
you,
wasn't real.
you can, yeah.
Yeah, you can
It's
borrow it.
mostly.
Wait, this is a DVD.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can borrow it.
It's not 4K.
You can watch it on your 4K TV, though.
Actually, I don't have a disc player of any kind because that's beneath me.
Don't you have a PlayStation 4 there?
I don't have hooked up.
Then hook it up and watch it.
No, I'm getting rid of it
He's weird.
You're getting rid of the PS4?
This is why he represents
Why?
the Cannes Film
because
Festival.
it's worth money.
Well, that's like having a job,
What?
selling stuff.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I have a job.
Well, but you can be a part-time salesman.
I don't want to be a part-time salesman.
Well, if you're selling your stuff, that's what you're doing. That's a bartering system, sir.
Yeah. Do you want to buy a PlayStation?
For money? I
For
have
money.
2 PlayStations right now.
I'll give you my PlayStation for 2 years.
I'll do you one more.
That's a horrible trade,
He's
sir.
a pro.
One of these PlayStations is actually camouflage.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't it?
Mine's regular.
Mine's black, and then we got another one. My
That's a
daughter
slim.
achieved one in
That's cool.
a birthday.
It's
or
terrible, I
something.
know
It's
that.
camouflage.
You probably had trouble finding it if I asked you for it.
It's
think the
sitting
camos
right
are
on
slim.
top of the other
Yeah, that's the
PlayStation.
slim.
But you can't see it because
Like the fact that I have a PlayStation 4 sitting on top of a PlayStation 4.
you never thought you'd be so rich.
Yeah, no, that didn't occur to me.
PlayStation 4 is on top of PlayStation.
Like, for real,
4s.
the only reason it's that way is so that I don't have to download extra crap onto mine.
Yeah.
I can just HDMI cord right into her PlayStation 4. She gets to do whatever weird build-a-blocks,
Minecraft is awesome.
My Sims.
You guys got to play it in
Just
ray
get an
trace.
external hard drive.
The ray trace.
I have one for mine.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm not going to plug that in for Minecraft.
Okay.
What am I doing? Why did children move backwards in time? They were like, oh, look, the graphics are so amazing, I can't even tell the difference between that and real life. Give me 8-bit blocks.
Have you seen
What?
Have you seen the ray trace Minecraft?
No.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Is it 8-bit blocks?
They're not 8-bit. It's voxels.
32?
16-bit.
What the...
They're voxels. That's what.
Even Mario's like, oh, what's the matter with
They're-
you? I'd rather be real looking.
They're like volumetric pixels.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's
It's amazing.
really?
Have you played it? Just gonna go around, dig a hole. It's fun. Yeah, just go dig a hole. Go to hell. You actually can go to hell in it if you dig it deep enough.
Do you dig deep enough and get to China? Like, do
I
you
don't
have
know.
to go through hell to get to China?
I've never tried it.
I've always heard that if you dug straight down, you could get to China.
Yeah, but you
Probably.
gotta go past the dinosaurs
It's a
first.
different planet. It's a different planet.
Minecraft's on a different planet.
Yes, yes.
It's its own Minecraft
It's its
planet.
own planet. Yeah.
No. You know what? And I'd even apologize to like my nieces and my daughter for hating this game they love so much. But they know I think it's ridiculous. It's stupid.
Don't they play Roblox?
There's a
Something
new
like
Minecraft.
They like Roblox. They like Minecraft. They have this thing.
Fortnite?
Cat Kingdoms.
See, I don't play Fortnite.
No, I don't let them play that.
I'm too old.
And the Five Nights with Freddy. I don't let them floss either. It's
I'm
ridiculous.
looking at the first, our technical design flossing, and
I like that he
Shame.
was able to floss
For
so
shame.
well while sitting down.
yeah,
That really
Lots
speaks
of practice.
volumes
That-
to him and who he is.
I will give him that.
Yeah.
Lots of practice.
Since the day we were born, he has told me, watch this, I'll not do anything. I said, no, that can't be. And he has proved me right.
It took 30 years
I
of
finally believe
applying
it.
myself.
To not do jack. Like, we'd go to school, I'd try really hard, make F's. He'd go sleep, make A's.
That sounds like me.
Yeah. Yeah, but I got really good at drawing pictures, so that's why I was flunking. You're like, here, bubble this in, and I was like, Vegeta. Like, if you bubble it in right, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
You get an A for effort.
no, nobody ever gave me A's for efforts.
You get a.
Well, except for my
That
mom. when I
was
homeschooled.
after our tenure in school.
I really should have just gone and gotten a job with like Tim and Eric, working at Adult Swim or something.
You could have done that.
Tim and Eric, if y'all aren't doing anything with yourselves anymore, we'll even let you show up for the show before Neil deGrasse Tyson shows up. You know, and Danny Trejo. You know, just kind of like a warm up, kind of like a mild celebrity. You've seen these people; they exist, and then Neil deGrasse Tyson happens.
What if all four of them show
Oh,
up the
did you
same
hear?
night?
No, this is actually real cool news. Bill and Ted, as in the bogus adventure, the totally excellent journey, like Bill and Ted,
Mhm.
they have a third movie installment
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out, actually starring Keanu Reeves and Alex Winters. So they will
I'm
be
pretty excited.
reprising the roles. It will be legit,
And their daughters are going to be like the subject matter.
right? How cool is that?
It's very cool.
It's very cool. And I made this bet with Jessica. I told her the other day. She was like, that's silly. I was like, it's not silly. And she sends me like this Bill Nye, the science guy meme, telling me it's silly. And I was like, dude, Bill Nye would go see that with me. Neil deGrasse Tyson would go see that with me. They would explain to me the ethics and philosophy behind time traveling phone booths. Why she's not behind Bill and Ted, I don't know. She's a Whovian. She should be completely behind time traveling phone booths, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so
Yeah, I mean, I think that was.
I'm gonna have to
inspired
go
by
see Bill, and I think it's kind of like a parody of it.
It was definitely inspired.
Because
by-
obviously Doctor Who came out, 63?
it was in the 60s.
It was black and white, that's for sure. Whoever even knew that the TARDIS was blue?
I mean, eventually it was color.
Right. Well, now we know it's blue.
Yeah.
But before then...
Before Bill and Ted, we knew it was blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But seriously, Bill and Ted, who didn't enjoy that stuff?
But it's a phone
That's
book,
something
you know.
great. Like, the second one when they had those little things that would merge together to become the big thing. Those were great movies.
Oh, the station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It creeped me
I
out.
love that.
Creeped me out when I
It's
was a
super
kid.
creepy.
I think
but,
the
oh,
Grim Reaper's coming back too.
I hope so. He's pretty cool.
Yeah?
I just remember we got the Bogus Adventure in a Pizza Hut box.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Because
They
I got
should, yeah,
pizza.
they
in
should
a
start
movie.
that up again.
It was Pizza in the Movie, yeah. That was back in the day, Dan. That's a good throwback, man. Oh.
Pizza Hut, try that again.
Do that again. That'll kick Domino's butt. Papa John's, they're already falling out. Where are they with their fresh produce? Nobody cares about fresh
Yeah, I don't
produce.
care about Papa
Sell
John's.
me your
I'm
plastic,
not a fan.
your cooked plastic, as long as you give me a movie too,
Like
and a Mountain Dew.
they were good when they started out. Get the spinach Alfredo and chicken.
No,
Alfredo.
you don't have to be special about it. You just give me a pepperoni pizza, and you put a DVD right there with it.
Well, now it's no good. Like I get the spinach Alfredo. Now it's just.
Who are you talking about, Domino's?
No, I'm talking about Papa John's. Like,
Oh no, Papa John's. Nobody goes there.
yeah,
anymore.
they're better.
Like you
Well,
literally
I will
have to
say
want heartburn
50%
so
off.
bad that you'll die from it. Like it's like I haven't had a heart attack
All
recently.
pizzas.
I want a heartburn that bad. That's Papa John's. Domino's is pretty tasty. I feel like they're falling down though. They've fallen down from
Not
where
tomorrow.
they
They'll
first got.
start in a couple weeks. I get 50%
eye out
off
for
all Papa John pizzas
Why?
because I'll be working at
Papa John's.
Game Exchange in
But
the
I don't
same.
want Papa John's. I want Domino's or Pizza Hut.
Yeah, get a job.
Like
somewhere
I just went on a whole tirade about not liking Papa
else.
John's.
Get a job.
You
at
can make me
Pizza Hut.
excited. Like I love pizza. Pizza's my favorite food in the world. The only thing better than pizza, and this is what I would do if I actually cared enough about the rest of the
Well,
world.
I would get cheeseless pizza.
If I was a
So-
chef, if I actually cared that much about my fellow man, I would open up a restaurant, and I would call it Tony's Calzones and Cannolis.
No pizza.
No, just calzones. Calzones and cannolis. Calzones of pizza is just folded in half. It's a better pizza.
Yeah.
It's a contained, clean pizza.
Yeah.
And then what are you going to eat for your dessert? A
Cannoli.
freaking cannoli. And we're going to have like refined coffee.
Oh, that sounds good. I don't know what that means though.
You know, it's like out
Like
of a
good
French
coffee.
press. Yeah.
Good coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talking about throwbacks, man, I'm really looking forward to Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends being on Hulu Plus as well. I mean Disney Plus.
I would like it if they redid it.
They are redoing it.
But I mean, like, redid it. Redrew it.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. But they are coming out with
I
something
would like
called
the,
Spider-Man and His
the
Friends.
old antics on those old shows where it was simple and lovable
Like the
and
special
funny.
edition, like
yeah.
remastered.
But like redraw it.
Go back
You
to the
know,
original film negatives.
Just draw the crap again in a new style. I don't care, but like with the silly, funny storylines.
I can see that.
You know,
Yeah.
that's where they go wrong with all these new, well animated shows. They
Forgot the story.
They forgot the fun. Stop forgetting the fun. Put the fun in everything you
Or
do.
the silly.
And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and say, at this point, we're going to take it down about 5 to 10%. And I want to get serious with you. Don't bash what you hate. Promote what you love. Share in the fun. Do what we do. Get out there and expose yourselves to life, to reality. Share in the world with each other. Get your face out of your phone for 10 seconds, unless you're watching our show, in which case, like, subscribe, share, and then get your face out of your phone. Live your life. Do something great with yourself. Try to fulfill whatever dreams you have. And that's going to be the moral for the day. That's what we're going to say about this. It's coming up on Christmas time. It's coming up on Thanksgiving time. I get kind of emotional during the holiday seasons, and I start to look around and I see how dissociated everybody is from their own family, from their friends, and I got to tell you, you make me feel good about myself. You know, I'm over 30 years old and I have more than 12 friends. That's a miracle. That's like a
Yeah.
Jesus level miracle.
Yeah, most of the people I know that are like even late 20s, like they
You got
don't
like
have-
one
they don't-
friend left.
Yeah, they don't
Maybe
have many.
that's not sleeping with your ex-wife. You know, who knows? Who knows?
I mean, he can sleep with her.
All
I
I'm
don't
saying,
know
well,
why.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
I mean, we're not together anymore. So.
right.
Yeah.
Wait, were you married?
No, I mean,
Oh, okay.
but like my ex-girlfriend, you can sleep with if you want.
What's her name?
Diane.
Prince? He was dating Wonder Woman. I knew you were something special. It's something in the blue
She was a Wonder
eyes.
Woman.
It's in the blue eyes. Yeah, you're a genius. You're kind of like awesome. That's awesome. I didn't know he dated Wonder Woman. Anyway, the real point is
She's got dark hair too.
me.
No, she.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, she's tall.
She's tall. I like
Dark
tall.
hair.
I was married to a 6-foot Amazon.
She's not 6 feet.
Oh,
You were
that's-
married to Diana.
I was married to Lady Nemesis, the Queen of Vengeance and Retribution. And I know that even if she tuned in and heard that, she would take that as a compliment. And I would mean it that way. I really do appreciate her as a first wife. She trained me a lot as to how to associate with another human being. I think you learn from everything you do,
Yeah.
but you have to do that by experiencing the world. And that all goes full circle back to the point. Take your face out of your phone. Stop ranting and raving about everything that you freaking hate. It's getting old, kids. You know, let's just let's get over it. Let's do something with each other. Let's do something with each other. Let's do something fun. Let's build a marshmallow man. Like the size of the Empire State Building. A Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I think I have Zool.
Like a Burning Man
That
festival,
doesn't sound scary at all.
I have
but like a
Zool
Marshmallow
Speed
Man and just set it on fire. The Burning Marshmallow Man Festival in New York.
You definitely
And then
can.
everybody gets coated in marshmallow and you're like, oh, this is amazing. This was a great movie. Anyway, all I'm saying is...
Speaking of, they're all.
They're coming back
they're coming
too.
back.
Ghostbusters, man. We're going to talk about that some next time. We're going to go over a few more things. But before I go get carried away on one of my tirades, I'm just going to say, yeah, just get into living life with each other again. Start going out. Start doing like what we do on Saturday nights for Saturday night gaming. We get together. We play games. We tabletop gaming. You know, it may not be what your friends think is cool or what your parents understand, but do something with other people. Have fun. Live your life. Don't waste it with your eyes being flung at 4K things. Until next time, this is Turn the Page. Tony Stevens, Ronnie Shanks, John McClay, all loving you, all appreciating you. And we hope you'll see us next time. Same place, same time.